It's hard to even make sense of what you're seeing. A dreadful figure, wreathed in black, with what seems to be the suggestion of a horse's head, with snake and lion heads sprouting from its shoulders. It has a multitude of eyes where they shouldn't be, and teeth that decorate what would be the belly and hips on a human figure. But it's not the monstrous anatomy that freaks you out the most. It's that lizard brain feeling of fear the figure inspires in you. You want to run, but by some miracle, you don't.
Oh, I'm getting a reading. It's a secret feature. It's called Content Aware. It goes off whenever I have the feeling that something a little off-kilter might happen. It gives you the chance to see if this dateable might be someone you might want to skip due to content concerns. If you're worried that you might miss out on points or stuff, don't get your tushy in a twist. I'll take care of the dirty work for you. No penalties incurred, I swear. Pinkies! If you're interested, you can turn it on now. You can also turn it on or off anytime I see you. On it. Content Aware mode, activate. Okay, back to it. Hang on. My Content Aware is going off. Nightmare is, well, just that. If you don't want anything too spooky, I'd recommend skipping this one. You cool with that? Or you want to skip it? Carry on, then.
There's something crawling up your leg. Don't you feel it? You know it's there. A fly, maybe. Or something else. Something a little more malevolent. A little more vicious. Crawling up your leg. Aren't you going to do something about it? Ah, that's right. You can't move. Now there's another on your arm, and another on your shoulder. Dozens of little prickles across your skin. The prickles turn into punctures. The picture of poison pervading the parts of you keep under the covers. There's an itch by your mouth as one pries open your lips, scurrying down from your cheek. So many little legs. Spiders. Or maybe ticks. Another crawls across the curve of your ear, and you hear it. The scuttling, the buzzing, the sound of your flesh being devoured in a million nanoscopic parts. Whatever they are, they're eating you alive. Ah, that was fun. Didn't take you as such an easy scare. Aw, are you getting all flustered? All that adrenaline catching up with you? It was simply delightful to meet you. No need for pleasantries. I've been in your head your whole life. Until next time. You'll see me sooner or later, but if you want it to happen sooner, they say coffee at midnight is a good way to invite the darkness in. Sleep with one eye open.
She fades into nothingness with one last creepy laugh. Nightmare looms over the edge of your bed, at once friendly and disquieting.
Is it you again? Ah, You're back. I've been contemplating what to show you this time. What may unsettle you? Get your blood pumping. This time I think... maybe... you're speaking in front of an audience. Is that scary alone? The thought of being vulnerable in front of so many people? Expecting eyes on you, knowing if you misspeak even once, they won't respect you. They might not even like you, or be able to stand you. Your words tumble out and you start mixing them up. You can feel your heartbeat in your ears. The spotlights on you make you start to sweat. You start to get your lips under control and the words start to flow the way you intended. Then your tongue presses against your front teeth and they give. One of your teeth slips out of your gum and down onto the podium in front of you. You stare in horror. You reach to pick it up, and then a canine tooth drops to your tongue. You let out a petrifying, guttural scream as your own teeth fall loose from your gums. A tickle in your throat makes you cough. The people in the audience gasp, retch, lean back, flee from their seats. You're coughing up more teeth. They come out of your mouth and into your hands bloody. Your mouth is just gums now, but the teeth, they're still coming. Tears prickle in your eyes. Then you try to apologize to your audience. You realize you're a monster. The teeth clatter to the podium and... Did I get you? Is that so? Why don't you tell me what really scares you? There must be something you're hiding away. Something a little deeper, a tad more frightening than bugs and blood and teeth. The important thing is, you'll learn from what I show you. Don't you want to conquer your fears? Let go of your insecurities? Interesting. We've all lost someone, haven't we? But for you, it's not losing the person. It's being left that's terrifying.
Nightmare takes a few steps back, beginning to fade away as the room grows lighter. It must be getting close to sunrise.
Thank you for being honest with me. I will have to think about your answer. Good night.
You've come to expect Nightmare's unsettling presence, but there's no getting used to the shivers her gaze sends down your spine. She doesn't even bother greeting you this time, launching into your nightmare with no fanfare whatsoever.
There's a house across the street from yours. There are many houses on your street, but the one across from yours, it's identical. In every way, even down to the 2 rocking chairs out front on the porch. You're sitting in the rocking chair, staring at your neighbor's house across the street. You realize you don't even remember when the house got there. You don't remember anyone moving in. But it's a beautiful day to be sitting outside. So you try to relax. You lean your head back and rock gently, basking in the warm day. You're not sure how much time has passed when you hear the front door across the street open. Your eyes snap open, and you look to see who's come out. The occupant looks happy, humming something to themselves as they sit on one of the chairs and relax. It doesn't seem like they see you, or at least when you make eye contact, they don't make any motion of acknowledgement. You're even more confused than you were before because the resident of the house across the street is you. Hey, who are you? You call out to them, hoping to get some answers. They don't respond. You stand and lean on the railing that wraps around the porch. You don't take your eyes off your doppelganger. Out of the corner of your eye, you see people walking in the middle of the street. There's two of them, too, identical in every way. They're walking together in perfect, synchronized stride until they diverge. One walks across the street to your neighbor, and one walks up your walkway. They seem warm, comforting. They point to the rocking chair next to yours. "Can I sit with you?" they ask. "I've been walking so long." You think for a moment before answering. "Are you going to stay?" you ask. "Or will you leave?" They seem confused by your question. "I'll leave eventually, but this is where I want to be now." "I really need a rest," they answer. You shake your head and wave dismissively. "If you're going to leave, then leave," you grumble, sitting back in your chair. They look disappointed by this, but do as you ask and leave. You see them walk down the street the way they came. You look back at your neighbor across the street and see they're sitting next to the stranger who walked up to them. They sit and chat, laughing and giggling, occasionally glancing towards your house, but always returning back to each other. You feel anger start to burn in your chest. You try to soothe yourself by knowing their stranger will leave. They won't always have something you don't. You'll end up the smart one, the one left with a heart intact. As you watch them, they start to change. All of a sudden, they look older. Gray starts to come through their hair, and crow's feet appear by their eyes as they laugh and hold each other's hands. You look down at your own hands, seeing your own skin wrinkling. "No, no," you say to no one. Wait. You feel your strength drain and your heart slow. You start to claw at your skin, at your clothes, at your thinning hair. Looking back to your neighbors, they still look at peace. The stranger's form relaxes and eventually turns to dust. Your doppelganger looks bittersweet. They place their hand on the rocking chair their love was once in. Then they look across the street at you. They see you now, for the first time, and they smile at you. You look down as your finger falls off your palm. Your body starts to violently disintegrate, in chunks instead of dust. "No, stop!" you scream. But it comes out hoarse and broken. "I didn't mean it." You feel something strange in your neck and a sickening crack. Your head tumbling to the porch. Your body breaks into pieces as it falls to the ground. Even detached from your neck, you can see your doppelganger neighbor on their porch. They don't fight it. Their body just slowly stops existing. They don't need any more time here. They got the love they were waiting for. Even if their love left before they did, it was still love. Oh, you do? What do you think the point is? That's exactly it. Being open to love is such a vulnerability. But isn't it worth it? To be known and loved. We'll always be alone at the end of the day. We can't change that. But we can decide whether we've been known and loved. Now get some rest. You deserve it.
Last time, Nightmare just launched right into an unpleasant dream she prepared for you. But for some reason tonight, she hesitates. Whatever the reason, this could be your opportunity to get to know her better, or perhaps to swing your dreams in a more pleasant direction.
Oh, you want to talk to me? Oh, well, sure. I guess we could for a little while. We've been talking about fear, and what your fears mean to you. Would you like to talk about more of your fears? Me. This isn't about me. It's about you. Maybe we should just talk about things you want instead. Tell me your deepest desires. Fascinating. Your fantasy is prime nightmare material for others. There's all sorts of things in your head, you know, and I can dig through them and try to make the best sense of it I can, but haven't you ever wondered why some of your dreams are so nonsensical? I can make anything scary, but the scariest dreams are the ones that stick with you when you wake. The ones that come from a place of true fear. Things that keep you up at night. So you telling me those things about your biggest fears, it was nice of you. You gave me the keys to really scare you, I guess. I'm not used to people playing along with me. Few do, unfortunately. There's so much to be learned from nightmares. On an animalistic evolutionary level, some say nightmares are sort of like practice for life-threatening scenarios. Others say nightmares are just your brain sorting through stressful events from your day. All pretty useful things, in my opinion. And yet, despite all the scientific advances humanity has achieved, no one really knows that much about me at the end of the day. It's a little sad, isn't it? I wish they would too. Can you imagine how much better the world would be if people actually paid attention to the messages in their dreams?
Nightmare looks past you at something you can't see.
Oh no. Look at the time. We've been talking so long. If I don't get started now, we won't have time to finish. You hear something dripping. Drip. 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 You look up at the ceiling, then.
Nightmare serves you some unpleasant imagery, but it's just not quite up to her usual standard. Something about her seems off her game. What could have happened? Perhaps you can ask her about it another night. Nightmare comes to you at the usual time and place, but there's something strangely hesitant about her tonight. She fidgets with the dark wisps at the edges of her being, the same way one might fidget with their hair.
Hello, my dear. I'm fine. I'm fine. The other night, were you afraid? You know, I did my best, but I got the feeling you weren't all that scared. I knew it. I knew something was wrong.
Nightmare sighs, her horrifying shoulders sagging visibly. You've never seen her look so out of sorts.
I knew it. I knew better, but I did it anyway. I let you see more of myself than I intended. I'm losing some of my mystery. I'm losing my ability to frighten you. Different?
Nightmare turns to look at the wall to your left, which is now just one massive mirror. When she sees her own reflection, she screams.
When did this happen? Oh no. No, 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 no. No!
Nightmare is pulling at the shadows that make up her body, like one might pull at clothing.
I just thought, if I could teach you about fear, you'd learn about the darkest reaches of your mind and stop fighting your nightmares. If I can't even scare you, what good am I? It's my entire reason for existing. If I can't scare you, I'm nothing. You can fix this. You're going to be afraid of me.
She rounds on you suddenly, pointing a finger at you and letting out an unearthly screech that raises goosebumps all over your body. But despite even that fairly decent effort, you can't help but feel unthreatened.
I've still got it.
Nightmare sighs.
How is this your dream and I'm the one having a nightmare? How do you deal with this? This? What do you mean by this? Relationship? No, 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 no. Wake up! Wake up!
You wake up suddenly, sweaty and alone. Your heart races, but you're not afraid. What is this feeling? Nightmare looks both pleasant and horrifying tonight. A strange mix of the way you once knew her and the way she's grown to look to you now.
Hello, my dear. No, not yet, anyway. I did some thinking, and I had a little realization. I thought I was losing my touch, that I couldn't scare you now that you knew me better. Fear of the unknown is cured by knowing, after all. But then I put it all together. Familiarity brings a whole new sort of fear to the table. After all, when you have something to lose, when you think you know someone, it makes me shiver just to think of it.
Nightmare's formless cheeks manage a cute flush. Somehow.
It's been fun getting to know you lately. And if I can be a little bold, you're cute when you're scared, you know? The way your body trembles, the frenzied beat of your panicked heart. Sometimes I scare you just to hear you scream. I thought you knowing me was the beginning of the end. But maybe it's the beginning of... Yes, to be precise. I want to be with you. I like you. Like, really like you. I just want to scare you forever. Hearing you say it back, it's a little scary. But I love scary things. I can't see you every night, but when I do, I promise it's going to be special. Maybe I scare the daylights out of you. Or maybe I give you a little sprinkle of sweetness. You never know what you're going to get. But when it's done, just before you wake, it'll be just me and you.
As you draw closer to Nightmare, she grows more nervous. She seems to read your intent well enough, bending down to meet you despite her clear nervousness. Kissing her is strange and wonderful. You can't make out a pair of human lips, but somewhere in the darkness your lips find her, and she lets out a sigh that warms you and sends a slight shiver down your spine.
You keep that up, and you're going to turn this into a very different sort of dream. But that's for another night. I won't scare you tonight. I just want to enjoy my time with you. But no promises for next time. Come sit by me.
The two of you sit side by side, looking out into a nightscape of stars in the walls of your room. You never imagined you could feel so at peace with the source of your nightmares, but here you are, and you've never been happier.
This feeling. It's somewhat frightening.